Assalamu alaikum, Suhaib bhai. How are you?
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Alhamdulillah. How are you, Abdullah?
I'm good. How's everything going?
Alhamdulillah. Everything is going as per God's plan.
Oh, that's good. Uh, so we are here today to have a sort of a talk, right? About the impact what's happening around the world right now, especially in the tech side of the world. More in a context of AI, right? So, how safe do you feel in this environment right now, as a professional, uh, as a human being as well?
I think let's begin with the first aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Being as a human being, being present here in this environment where AI is booming. Everyone is using AI in their schoolwork, in their colleges, universities, and offices. And not to mention, we are the ones who are building AI products ourselves. So, um, we're not very sad about it or scared about it. We're very confident. This is unlike many views. This is not something to be afraid of. This is an extension of human intelligence. It's not like replacing. It's exactly like what happened back in the Industrial Revolution.
Exactly.
People were scared. Like when the mechanization started, people were being replaced by machines. But then that was for the betterment for both of.
The industries and the people
Yeah.
themselves as well. So, but we see like right now we are seeing a lot of layoffs happening around the world. I think recently you may have heard about the Oracle laying off about 6-7 thousand of their workers. So, uh, I think it's sort of natural thing for people to be very unpredictable with what's happening around the world, especially like let's say a professional who's been working in a big company for a long time, and they don't know what's going to happen, right? And everybody is very uncertain, especially the people outside, right? The people who are not deep into the AI, people who are on the using end of AI. They don't know whether it's just like an AI bubble who's about to pop, or is it something that is going to stay?
Well, Y2K, I don't know if you remember, you maybe in grade 1 or 2, I guess, at
Yeah,
that time.
I'm very young.
So back in
Everybody-
1999, when the world was about to hit 2000, so there were companies out there, they were selling fear,
Mhm.
they were selling softwares that can protect their systems from crashing. There was a lot of uh, rumors about, and fear about what will happen when a simple date will change.
Mhm.
Nothing happened. Then I have been like through few transitions. I'm an old school, so I've seen transitions. So this happens every time, whenever there is a change, a big change. So there is a saying by a famous author, Alvin Toffler, in his Third Wave. He says, this age is about, or it has always been about, learning new stuff. You have to forget the old knowledge that you had and unlearn and relearn and unlearn and relearn. So that's how people evolve, and that is what has been happening since the beginning. Survival of the fittest, hunter societies. Then came the agrarian societies, and after that, we had some formal societies where we had a warlord. Then we had kingsmen, and then we had monarchies, and then we evolved into what we call today ourselves like nation states, and then beyond that we then join hands. All the nation states, they join hands. They form different
Alliances.
alliances, different blocks, just to just to stay connected, just to survive. Because in this world, you have to be connected with everybody. So when you talk about this being a bubble, it's definitely a bubble at this point in time. It's cheap right now. Everyone is getting to use this ChatGPT and Claude and Gemini for free as well, and then there are paid models, and then they are coming up with more expensive paid models, and the free versions are getting more and more leaner, which means they don't really offer that much of a value now, and they will not be offering this value like in 6 months time, maybe 1 year time. So people will need to resort to paying them
So
to use them.
are you saying like the AI companies right now hooking us up with the free ChatGPT, Claude? I mean, I know there are like really expensive one, especially with the Claude and ChatGPT. Like even the militaries are using those versions for missile guidance and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure there are like really expensive ones, but like what I'm getting from your point is like in near future, like the normal people like us who are using to make documents, do some research, we will not be able to use the free versions anymore. And why is that? Why do you think that?
There will be something new.
Okay.
Back in the days, there used to be uh, a social platform called, I don't know if you've used it, called Orkut. It was very famous.
No, I don't remember that.
It was very famous in early 2004, 2005, 2006, until Facebook came up at par in around 2010, 11, right? So that changed. It was considered to be like the next big thing. Then Facebook came, right? And then Facebook is still here, but it's fading away slowly.
Yeah.
Instagram came. Facebook bought Instagram, right, to stay alive, right? Now Instagram is fading away. TikTok came. So there is going to be continuous evolution in this phase. But the idea about AI is, right now we have AI in a meaning that we consider them an AI, which is actually not an AI in its literal terms. It's using data. It's using computing power, right? And it's using programming that we program to use that data to come up with some output, right? So this will evolve. So when this will evolve, it will become more intelligent, and we may see some of new models coming out in the market which are for free. But usually what you consider for free is not for free. In economics, there is a rule. There's no such thing as free lunch. So all of the data that we're feeding in,
all of the information we are giving it to it.
exactly,
Like for
your
example,
information, my information, my thoughts,
yeah,
my ideas, it is all
being fed to the AIs.
exactly, and they're using that data to evolve. It's our data, and they need us to. There is no way that they can get free testers like us. Like, so consider yourself like a
We are
testing
like lab rats. Is
lab
it the right
rats.
term? I mean, if we are lab rats, like we are being used to train AI models, like
And we're not just being used to train AI models. We are a rich source of their data as well. So with the kind of information they're feeding in, the kind of question that we're asking to these models, they are getting to know exactly what we need, exactly how we behave, exactly what and when we need certain things, or we, you know, there is a big industry, marketing industry, where they study consumers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And social media was the next big thing to study that.
Yeah.
So they studied relationships, how people react, and that's how Facebook is functioning.
Mm.
That's how TikTok and Instagram is functioning. And now this is something at the next level,
Yeah.
because this is something which people consider loyal, and they may not, disclose their secrets.
Yeah. I mean, just imagine like something being trained by, let's say, 500 people's team, and then something is being trained by at least close to billion people, right? Like, imagine the amount of data, amount of diverse ideas it is getting, right? And imagine what sort of thing and what sort of outcome it could give us when it's properly trained. I mean, it is properly trained. Like I'm saying, like in future, it's refined more. We can see better and better versions coming out, right? Like each of us, each of it is going to like blow our minds. Boom! Whoa! Damn! It's good,
Yeah.
right?
And now this is triggering one other important aspect in security in AI, and that is basically giving a way, and I think a lot of companies have already started working on that grounds,
Mm-hmm.
and that is local LLMs. People are no longer relying on public LLMs, which is like ChatGPT available on for everybody. So, like, if you're talking about a big company doing its research
Mm-hmm.
on ChatGPT or Claude, that is easily, this that can be copied, because the data that you're feeding in, the AI is being trained, and somebody else from some other part of the world in some other company, they are also, let's say, researching on similar aspects. So the data, uh, the risk of data, leakage is there. And these, I've worked with corporates, I've worked with governments, and they don't trust public clouds. They are for sovereign
Mm-hmm.
clouds, and right now, because of the huge cost of the servers,
Mm-hmm.
the farms, uh, we here right now, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Saudi Arabia, they're building world's largest
Data
farms,
centers.
yeah, data centers, and then um, people will be using it, right? But that is extremely expensive to maintain. So now people have started to move to local models. People don't really need that sophisticated models, one model that has everything.
Mm-hmm.
So they're coming in with smaller models, leaner models, exactly suited to their use case.
I mean, it
So it's even small. Like
mm-hmm.
the uh, Raspberry Pi recently launched a very small chip,
Yeah.
uh, and you could run your small LLM on it.
So it kind of brings, like you mentioned, like you work with the public sector, right? You guys trained around here. We are training like AIs for a very specific use, right? So they are being trained for what sort of work the people need for it. Like for example, let's say like a school is asking for an LLM, right? For their school purposes. Like it could be for teachers, it could be for students. So uh, I want to ask this question, like it's being used at workplaces more and more. What sort of impact AI will have on workspaces, or it is having right now?
AI has already a lot of impact on both the industries and especially education. Workplace is that the companies who are building AI like us,
Yeah.
and the companies who are using AI, and we are also using AI,
Okay.
and the other companies who are using AI for their business use cases. For example, HR.
Mhm.
Uh, Imagine yourself as a recruiter and you have to go through 1,000 resumes. Is it possible?
It's extremely difficult. I would definitely love something that
You
like
would
could.
need a team of about at least 10 to 15 people to go through every
Hmm.
resume if you have to. And you don't have that much of a time. Your position is open and you have to fill it up in like 60 days
Yeah.
at minimum, because it will take about 30 days to source and then people will join after 30 days. Usually they have 30 days of notice period.
Yeah.
So what AI is doing right now, what we have built is the AI screens all the CVs that you get.
Mhm.
Even if they're in millions, you will get the evaluated data, sorted data, ranked data in front of you. You don't have to go through a million CVs. And you know that once you post a job
Mhm.
on your portal, you start getting a lot of CVs,
Yeah.
and usually they're in thousands, right?
Yeah. And I mean, if you're a big
And
corporate.
it's very fair as well, because a very capable candidate,
Yeah.
he's not hired just because he's missed, just because he's in this pile of 1,000 candidates.
He's missed the eyeballs, right?
Exactly. Even if you're using a traditional ATS system, you
Yeah.
have to search.
Yeah.
It doesn't rank you. You have to search filters, and you can still miss the perfect candidate. But AI will never miss it.
So what I'm getting from this as a newbie in this thing, right? So you're an expert. So do we see a lot of HR representatives being replaced with these models?
No,
No.
no, because because AI is not making decisions. This is just sorting based on the data provided by the recruiters, standards set by the recruiters,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we just design the system in a way that it just sorts and ranks all the individuals.
I mean, if it's not going to replace, I'm not saying all of the HRs, but like a lot of them, right? I mean, if it's not going to replace them, then why would the companies be investing in it if they are not going to save some cost, right? Like, I mean, you have to look at that way as
You
well.
have heard of a news, you must have heard of a news from China.
Yeah.
They placed a ban on using AI for cost cutting.
Really?
Yes. And this is something where we need to draw the line as well. Everybody. So we should not be replacing any human, because at the end of the day, in the old days,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about now, people come up with startups right now and then they have an idea and they're very passionate about the idea. They have something to contribute to society. So the idea behind every business is to contribute to the society,
Mm-hmm.
right? So when the idea is contribution to the society, society is made up of people.
People.
So when you're replace when your idea changes now from benefiting to benefiting, more profiting.
Yeah.
So it's a circle, it's a circle. If you do not benefit a human,
Mm-hmm.
right? And if this mentality is adopted by, let's say, almost every company in the world, then this economy will collapse. Why? Because there's nobody who will buy your products.
So, Sohaib bhai, like I would have to ask this question. Like, do you think big corporates like have the same mentality as you have right now? Like,
I have worked with many big corporations, and they basically originated with the same mentality. I mean, they have the same vision, they have the same credo. Johnson, Abbott Laboratories, the many companies out there, they're working for the people, for
but
the
like
benefit of the
how
people.
look at them, how they turn out to be. Like a lot of them. I mean, okay, they start as a one person's plan, but when they become a corporate, when they become an enterprise, it's not a one person's plan anymore. It has like a lot of minds behind it. It has like at least 10 executives, right? Pouring in ideas, investors who want their money back as well, right? Return on their investments. So, I mean, like when it becomes a tree, like, one person, let's say, let's give an example of Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk, whatever. They planted a seed of something, it becomes a tree, right? So in that process, a lot of people are there watering the tree as well.
I get your idea. So, like, it's not about, these are two different things,
Yeah,
So, having this passion or intention
yeah,
to run something for the benefit of the people who are working in the organization,
yeah.
people who are benefiting from our products, people who are running this company, and people who have invested in this company. So all of them are people, right?
Yeah.
So, and the entity that is making money is the company, right? So when it comes to profiting from that company, from the product, so there's always a line where, ethical line where the decision is made. That is where I say machines can never make decisions, because they will not understand the sentiment, the human sentiments, right? So it always happens. You are referring to the layoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Layoffs are not always because of the apparent justification that is given. It has a lot to do with the inefficiencies of the companies themselves, of the bad decisions they have made, right? It's not about because of AI. It's not about because they want to make a lot of profits.
Mm-hmm.
I know if you go and see a lot of companies, they are not making profit. The big companies, but they're not making profits.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason they're not making profit is because of the bad decisions. And because of the bad decisions, they are laying off, not because of AI.
So I think we sort of like veiled off from our topic. I wanted to ask this question, like you mentioned a case point, right, in the HR field, like where uh, thousands of CVs come in for a job that was posted like 3 4 days ago, and it has to be filled within 60 days. uh, Technically it has to be closed within 30 days, and the next 30 days are usually
Mm-hmm.
for onboarding period. So what other aspects are there that AI could make HR or human capital managers job more efficient? Like I have realized working with you, alongside you, talking to a lot of HR managers, people officer, I mean, they are supposed to spend more time on people, right? They're supposed to spend a lot of time with engaging with their employees, but instead they are sort of stuck with the admin work, right?
Exactly,
Like
exactly.
like a normal executive's work. I mean, they are not similar to other executives. They are not similar to other managers inside the company. They are there for the people, but they are not able to spend time with the people. So how do you think uh, the work that at this company we've been doing is going to impact and make things better for in that context?
This is exactly when I said machines shouldn't make decisions, right? Machines are meant for, or AI is meant for operations,
Okay.
improving operations and improving efficiency. And that is where our model comes in. So imagine a talent partner.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to be interacting with people,
Mm-hmm.
analyzing data.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of that, doing that, the talent partner is just struggling with these spreadsheets every single day, trying to figure out who is at flight risk,
Mm-hmm.
who is better at what skills and so on and so forth, and they don't have that structured system in place so that they are able to utilize the energy more towards analyzing the data that they presented with, right? So we imagine uh, you are onboarded,
Yeah.
okay? We have a system, HR system, and AI screens all the 1,000 candidates and picks one. You interview that, and you can also, let's say, if they're like 500 candidates, and you're recruiting for like a Fortune 500, like a medical firm, and you need to recruit 500 sales reps.
Okay.
Okay, but interviewing 500 sales reps is a nightmare, and it requires a lot of time, and this usually is outsourced to different HR agencies.
Mm-hmm.
So you have less control over that. Using our model, you will be able to do that on your own.
Mm-hmm.
We have AI interviewer. You can program, you can set the settings for the AI interviewer in a way that you want the interviewer to interview the candidates, right? And then the AI interviewer can interview your candidates 1,000 at once. Send 1,000 invites to 1,000 different candidates and take all that interview at once. So maybe if done humanly may take about months,
Mm-hmm.
right? And this is done in few days, maybe in a single day as well, if you have that kind of bandwidth.
So, is this software that the work is being done right now? Is it like I hear this term a lot, like hire to retire? Like, is it that kind of like solution to the companies? Like, yeah, we are going to sort out and make efficient your operations of from onboarding to retiring. Is it similar? Like, is it going to do all those things, or is it just for the screening, interviews?
It is for each stage. So HR has like many stages.
Okay,
The stage 1 is manpower planning.
okay,
Stage 2 is recruitment.
yeah,
Stage 3 is onboarding.
all right.
Stage 4 onboarding is when you welcome the candidate in the organization and you register him on your system, on your ERP, and he gets on going. And then after like 6-7 months, there is a program that will help him grow inside the company.
Within the company.
That's called grow.
Like, what do you mean by grow within the company?
So
could you more
so
elaborate
yeah,
on that?
so like you've joined the company and you will be given an account
Yeah,
in that application that we
Yeah.
have, and then you will be able to select your aspirations. What do you want to become? What do you want to learn? And the AI will help you develop that development plan and AI will also recommend your preferred, or based on your skills and experience, your
Career path.
your career path. Exactly. So let's say AI recommends a career path and you don't like it, you can change that.
Okay.
You will say, no, I don't want to become this. I want to become, let's say you're in accounting, you say, no, I don't want to build my career in accounting. I came here as an accountant, fine, but I want to be a finance manager.
Sure.
You want to go into finance, or you want to go into investments. So you will select those parameters, and the AI will reroute, replan your trajectory inside your organization. Okay, fine. If you want to become a finance manager, or if you want to go into investments, this is your route, and this is your route. So this will be visible to your manager as well, and the talent partner as well, and so they will be able to see and analyze. Okay, fine. We have these many employees interested in this, but they're working in a different domain, and we have our upcoming position opening, like in maybe 6 months, 7
6
months.
months, like
There's a new project coming in. There's a new division setting up, so we can move him to this area, to this area. Then you can select sectors as well. Let's say if this is an investment company has many sectors to invest in real estate, aerospace, AI, so on and so forth. So if anybody has specific interest, talent partners will be able to see that and recognize that, and then they will make it happen. And if there's any skill gap, the AI will recommend courses to the candidate to upskill his knowledge, to earn new credentials, and moved on that track. And then this is something which is on my part as a candidate. Then there is another aspect, which is succession planning. So this is my plan,
Yeah.
and then there is another plan which is visible to the talent partner, which is he's able to see, or she is able to see, the flight risk of senior executives like VP, sales, investments. So these people usually come with and leave with a lot of accounts,
Yeah.
and they move with accounts. So they have to prepare, develop, or select a
potential
successor,
replacement.
a
Yeah, a
successor, a
successor.
successor. So the AI will know the flight risk based on the algorithm that we will provide, or the company will set, and then AI will know what have I chosen as my aspiration, right? That is only known to me and the talent partner, nobody else. So AI will be able to make that pattern, make that path for the talent partner. Okay, this is the person who has the potential to become the successor. And it can include other people as well. I mean, let's say there's somebody who hasn't up till now selected any aspiration, but based on his resume, his past record, the AI can select that person as well. But AI can only recommend here. It cannot make a decision. So the decision is to be made by the talent partner based on the data that is presented to the talent partner. So it will have, talent partner will be able to see all the individuals who have set the aspirations and what they want to become.
Sure.
Talent partner will be able to see the flight risk of all the individuals who may leave, and also what the AI has recommended in terms of successes.
Potential successors,
Exactly,
yeah.
potential successes. And then it's up to me who to select, right? But then I have all the data I need in clear, crisp manner, and then the only thing I need to do is decide.
I mean, it's sort of really mind blowing stuff, to be honest. Like as a worker, and as a if we look at the from the lens of a company, right? It's really helpful as well. Like from the both sides, they get to be on the safe side who they are choosing to be their employee, and the employee itself can see the path, grow path, clear grow path. Like, yeah, if I'm joining as, let's say, accountant, right? I want to end up as a finance manager, I can see the clear path, right? And then company get to see the potential successor as well. As you mentioned, like a lot of VPs who come in, they usually have their team as well. And when they leave with the team. So it's a win-win from the for the both sides.
It is. It is definitely.
So here by today we are going towards the conclusion, but in the next session we are going to come with the case studies or the examples to show to our audience as well. We might show a couple of demos. Can we do that?
Absolutely, we can do that.
Sure. Like, I really want to, I myself am really intrigued by it. Okay. So I want to show the others as well how it works through the platform. So let's have the rest of the conversation in the next session about the whole HCM thing and about in general about the other tech.
Yeah, I think let's keep it. We can touch that area as well,
Yeah.
specific system and everything, but that gets boring for most
I mean,
people.
yeah. I mean,
So
if we go really deep into it.
yeah, so we'll keep it lighter.
Yeah, but
And we'll
just
talk
like
about-
a little bit of like examples here and there. That's it. I don't really want to get really into the technical stuff because it bores me as well. So I like to have a conversation, right? I don't like to see what is happening. It's good to have a conversation. So
and it's again a human conversation. It's not
yeah.
two AI sitting in front of each other talking to each
Hey
other.
Claude. Yeah. So yeah, let's. I'll see you in the next session then.
Inshallah.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you so much.
Thank you everybody for listening. We will be back in the next session with hopefully not so boring stuff, but like we'll try to be more entertaining. Yeah. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.